Have you ever stopped to think about what you truly want in the future? Or do you find yourself just going with the flow, hoping for the best? Long-term thinking is one of the most powerful tools you have to shape your life. And today we'll talk about why it's so important to think about the future and how to do it in a way that balances the here and now. So let's talk about long-term thinking. Your future is yours to create, and finding a healthy balance between living in the now and planning for the future, not to mention doing the work to create your future, is absolutely essential if you want to feel like you're moving forward in life. Feeling stagnant or stuck can do a lot of harm to your mental health. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to start thinking long-term by getting a clear idea of what you want in the future. If you're new here, I'm Jeremy Godwin. I'm a mental health counsellor who's also had to deal with a lot of my own issues like anxiety and depression, and I teach you simple ways to improve your mental health. So, welcome! So, your future is yours to create, because what you do today creates your tomorrow. It's easy to feel like life just happens to us, but the truth is that you have far more control over your future than you might think. Every choice you make today shapes the life you'll live tomorrow. Think of your future like a blank canvas. Every decision, big or small, is a brushstroke. While you can't control everything, the more intentional you are with your choices, the closer you'll get to creating a picture you're proud of. Take a few minutes to imagine your ideal future. What does it look like? Write down 3 words that describe it, whether that's something like peaceful, exciting, or balanced, and use these as your guide for the decisions you make. Giving thought to what you want brings clarity, because clarity comes from curiosity. When you take time to think about what you truly want and need in the future, it becomes easier to focus on what matters, and to let go of what doesn't. Clarity helps you make choices that align with your goals and values. If you're unsure about what you want, start by asking yourself what you don't want and let that guide you. For me, I know I never want to go back to working in the corporate sector because it's just not the right fit for me. No offense to anyone who enjoys that type of work. And so that helps me to focus on what I want and need to do instead. You can also try asking yourself questions like, what brings me joy? What makes me feel fulfilled? What do I want to achieve? These questions can guide you towards your bigger picture goals. Grab a pen and paper and write down 5 things you'd love to achieve in the next 5 years. They don't have to be huge, just things that feel meaningful to you. I find it helpful to think about 4 main areas of life: home life, work life, health, and self. In other words, your personal growth and development. Next, balance the present with the future. In other words, live for today, plan for tomorrow. While it's important to think about the future, it's equally important not to lose sight of the present. After all, this is where you live. A great future comes from making choices that honor both your current needs and your long-term goals. For example, if you're saving for a big goal like buying a home, balance that with enjoying small and meaningful experiences today, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies. Each week, take a few moments to reflect on your choices. Ask yourself, does this support my goals for the future? And, am I taking time to enjoy life right now? This simple check-in can help you stay balanced. Here's the thing. Long-term thinking isn't about having all the answers or delaying your life until some date in the future. It's about being intentional with your choices and consciously aligning your actions with the future you want to create for yourself, because your future is created one choice at a time. So, what's one thing you'd love to achieve in the future? Share it in the comments and let's talk about creating the future you want. If self-doubt often gets in your way, then watch this video next, and you can find many more tips on creating your future in episode 262 of my Let's Talk About Mental Health podcast. It's linked in the episode description. Take care and talk to you next time.